guys, it's Nasim here. Now I have one question that I want you guys to answer down below. In terms of value, do you think that the Pixel 7 is the best phone at this price range? Now the reason that I asked this question is because when we look at every other phone that costs around 600 bucks, the Pixel 7 is by far the winner in every important category. The Pixel 7 has the best running software, it doesn't have the best display, and there are other phones that can compete, but it does feel smoother than others. It is the smartest phone that you can get at this price, and most importantly, it gives you the best experience and feels like it's more than its price. And the only phone that I could give an argument to is the Galaxy S21 FE, but even that's more expensive. But besides my bold claim regarding the Pixel 7, I still want to share my experience with you guys to help you decide whether or not you should buy it. But before I do that, I want to give a shout out to today's sponsor, Pivo. Now Pivo is a company that specializes in many different creator tools that can help you create better by yourself. And as a creator who shoots and films everything by myself, I was very impressed with everything Pivo had to offer, and it made making videos even easier. And Pivo has a wide range of amazing products, starting with their wireless mic that captures audio beautifully, the smart video light that has many different modes of brightness, their smart and action mounts that helps you capture the best shots possible, their tripod that is leagues ahead of its competition, which results in better shots overall, and last but not least, the Pivo Pod, which allows you to auto check your subject along with many other cool features. And the Pivo Pod is by far my favorite tool to use when helping me create videos. Its face and body tracking feature is able to detect the shape of you and keeps you in the frame perfectly, which really helps a lot when showing myself with the phone. Now the Pivo Smart Video Light was another key factor that helped me create videos even easier. I really loved how it had different light modes that can combat different environments and make the shots look even better. It's also dustproof and lightweight, which makes it even more durable and easy to use. And the last key factor that really made my setup easier was the wireless mic. It has a clip-on design that makes it easy to put on. It can also capture audio up to 200 feet. It has amazing noise canceling technology, and it has 6 hours of battery life, which really adds to its reliability. And with all the benefits of getting these Pivo products, you can also get 10% off when you enter my code, and don't worry, it'll also be in the description and comment section of today's video. And again, I wanted to thank Pivo for sponsoring a portion of today's video. Now the Pixel 7 has really been holding up really well. There weren't any crazy bugs so far, and it was really smooth, so when it comes to the overall feel, I'm pretty satisfied. I really like the customizations. The Pixel 7 allows you to edit the placement of your apps and edit the ratio of those apps, but I didn't like how there were things on the home screen that you couldn't edit or remove, like the bottom Google bar or even the date on the top left corner. It was also able to handle power heavy apps really well. I'll be playing Asphalt 9, and at first I was getting some lags, but after a couple of days of playing it, it was much better. But besides the minor bugs, I still really enjoyed the software on the Pixel 7. To me, it felt amazing because I was also using all Google apps, and since they're all connected, I got a really great ecosystem type feel from them. Now when it comes to battery, I would get about 4 to 5 hours of on-screen time, which was pretty good usage to put enough strain on the battery, and I was doing things like playing games, watching movies, planning out videos, and many other things that put harm on the battery. And even after putting on all that strain, I would end my day with about 10% battery left, which wasn't that great, but was still enough to get me through the night. And just like on my 7 Pro, also take into consideration the fact that I have adaptive battery on, and it really adapted to how I use my phone, so there were a lot of times where my phone dropped to 60 Hz just to preserve battery life. Now something else that I loved about the battery was the fact that it had pretty fast charging speeds. Like there were times where I forgot to charge my phone and had to charge it while I was getting ready for work, and it would take me about an hour to get ready, and by the time I was done, my phone would be on 100%, which was really good for that short amount of time. Now when it comes to the display, the Pixel 7 has a 6.4-inch OLED FHD display that I must say was one of the best displays that you can get on the phone when it comes to this price. I also really love the fact that despite the lower price, Google still managed to put a 90 Hz refresh rate on it. And unlike the iPhone 14, this one costs less money and has a better refresh rate, which I will say looked really amazing. Like right here, you can see me scrolling through the OS and it feels as smooth as ever. Doing simple things like going through apps and being on social media were much better than if it were 60 Hz. And speaking of display, right here, you can see that the colors are vibrant. The resolution is pretty amazing. It didn't look too saturated, and the whole experience was much better than I expected. And to show you guys what I mean, I'll be playing games and watching movies on the display.
That's pretty sensational. Remember the one game he had.
Made his first two. Rick said he would be fresh enough.
Now the brightness was a little bit better than last year. I really liked that everything was clear and the whites were a little bit better. Whenever I was going to the gym, I would be outside on a sunny day and pull out my phone, and as soon as I turned the brightness all the way up, I could really see everything that was going on, which was much better than the Pixel 6. The auto brightness got much better as well. There weren't any bugs like on last year's version, and it's not perfect. It still has a lot to improve on, but it's better. And the last thing that I really loved about the Pixel 7 was the fact that they made the fingerprint sensor way better. Like right here, you can see how quick it is. Also, I really loved how they were able to add facial recognition. Never really had any problems with it, and it worked flawlessly. Now the camera on the Pixel 7, in my opinion, is the best camera out of any phone in this price range. It had some of the best photos and really left me satisfied with how great they were for such a cheaper price. Like when we look at the daytime outside photos, we can see that these were very colorful, sharp, and were able to capture my face very beautifully. I also really loved how I didn't get any yellowish tint, and the camera was very consistent. Also, you can see that Google software editing the photo, and again, it's really doing a good job. Now looking at more daytime outside photos, we can see that the camera was still amazing. The colors were very accurate. My skin still looked really good, and it really gave a great amount of light in, not too much, not too sharp, so it was really good. And now when we look at the daytime inside photos, we can see that the pictures were still pretty sharp. The colors of objects looked amazing. My skin tone still looked really good, and there were times where it couldn't bring in good light, but it still was an overall good photo for the environment. And looking at more daytime inside photos, I would say that even though this is the hardest environment, I was really impressed with how well the camera did. And honestly, this camera is comparable to any top tier flagship phone that you can name, and I'm really impressed with it. And now when it comes to video quality, I would say that the Pixel 7 is the only camera that can really compete with the iPhone, if I'm being honest. The videos were very sharp, vibrant, let tons of light in. And to show you guys what I mean, here's an example of a video that I took. And there it is, my review on the Pixel 7. Now let me know down below, do you guys think that the Pixel 7 is the best phone in this price range? And if you guys made it to the end of this video, I would like to say thank you for sticking around. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe, it will be very appreciated. And as far as social media, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.